Hi there everybody, this is David L. Peters and thanks for joining me for another episode of It's the Dave Show. Today I'm going to talk about travel safety. I've been fortunate enough to be able to travel to over 28 countries in my lifetime, and safety and protection of your own personal self and property is very important. Today I'm going to show you how somebody can break into your suitcase or backpack with one simple item in just seconds. Stay tuned, learn how to protect yourself and your property. Okay, like I said, today's show is going to be about travel safety, more like security for yourself and your personal belongings. You have a suitcase, you have a backpack, and you have all your personal belongings in there. A lot of the suitcases come with a spot to put a lock on there, so you can lock your zippers so people can't open it, right? I don't have a lock today, I have a little twist tie. Or say you have a backpack and you've got your zippers on here, you put the zippers all the way to the side, hoping it deters people. You may even lock your zipper. I'm going to show you how thieves can get into either of these in just seconds with one simple item. Take a look. Okay, let's start with the suitcase. Now this is just a little travel suitcase. It doesn't matter what size suitcase you have. As long as it has a zipper, this can be done. Now let's say you have the zipper locked. Pretend this is a lock. This is just a little twist tie on here. And you either lost the key or forgot the combination to it, right? So this is yourself, or the bad guys, the people that get into your luggage without you knowing it. I'm going to show you how to do that, and the magic tool is a ballpoint pen. That's right, all it takes is a ballpoint pen to break into a suitcase or a backpack. Let me show you how it's done. All you do is you get your point out, and you're going to poke it right in the zipper like that. Open it up. You can use the pen, you can use your fingers. You can move the zipper all the way around. Ta-da! Guess what? I just have access to anything you have in your suitcase. Now, once I have this open and I take out what I want, if I don't want you to know about what I took, if I took just a couple little things, all you have to do is you take your zipper and you zip it back up. It's closed, just like nothing happened. So once you get back into this, you don't even know something's gone sometimes. Now, the good part of this trick is, again, like I said, is if you lose your key or your combination to your lock, you can always get into your suitcase if you need to. Okay, now the backpacks are pretty much the same thing because it's got a zipper on it, right? So let's say you have your backpack on and you're walking through the city and traveling in some foreign lands. You have your zippers, they could be even locked. All they have to do is come in with their pen, they being the bad guys, and poke your zipper. Boom. They got your passport, they got your wallet, they take the zipper, they pull it over, it's closed, just like that, and you're gone. Okay, I want to show you my actual camera bag that I have. It's a big backpack made for camera gear, and this actually I do have to be careful. This is not the ideal bag, I don't think, for safety wise. Let me show you why. Because the front of the bag, this is where all the access is. Just like I told you before, you don't have stuff to your back, right? So I got to be really careful when I'm out in public because all the gear goes in through this back side or front side, whatever way you want to call it. We'll call this the front side here. All the gear goes in here and the gear goes in here. Now I got this bag because it stores a lot of gear. It's got some great stuff. It's got tons of pockets. This actually has some security built into it because it has these little straps. So once the gear is in there, you can buckle these in, and that helps delay a little bit of entrance. They have to unbuckle this to actually get into anything. And on the top, same thing for a bit, because they have buckles here that will make the zipper only go so far and not all the way down like this to really get into the stuff. Now these front pockets are pretty accessible. They're right here in the front. They do have this little lip around it because this is a little bit of water protection. And you can hide the zippers in so it's harder to get to, a little bit harder here, but it's still accessible. So I wouldn't put anything very valuable up in this area, especially like passport and wallets, maybe you know, some batteries or cleaning stuff or whatever it is for your camera gear. Now they do make some backpacks that have all the gear access on the back side, where you actually have a zipper that goes around and it opens up this direction to access all your gear. There's nothing in the front, maybe a couple pockets. Now those are the best for safety and security. Again, I got this one for other reasons than that, but I have a full review on this backpack. I'll put the link up either in one of these corners here or down below for the review of this backpack, so you can see the full part of it. But just to give you an idea, for those people carrying camera gear and expensive stuff, you got to watch your stuff even more carefully if it's a backpack like this. So you got to be careful. Okay, now that you guys are scared of traveling because someone's going to get in your backpack, or I showed you how they can, I do have some tips to help protect yourself and feel a little safer. Okay, here's tip number 1. Make copies of everything. Your passport, make copies of your passport. Not the front, but the inside with all your information, okay? Make copies of this, make copies of your driver's license, make copies of your credit cards, make copies of the back of your credit cards, or at least write down the 800 number on those credit cards, so if for something happens, you still have access to it. What do you do with the copies? Well, you're gonna put a copy in your backpack, you're gonna put a copy in your suitcase, but tuck it away, put it in a pocket, or put it someplace where it's not very easily gotten to. There's some lining sometimes that you can unzip of your suitcases and put it up underneath that lining. It's a good place to store this information in case if one gets stolen, if this original gets stolen, you have backup copies to take to the passport offices or the consulates. Your credit cards, you have access to that. Put your emergency phone numbers. Again, all the phone numbers of your credit cards, you can call them in case if something happens. Copies, copies, copies. Make copies. And here's tip number 2. Get a neck pouch, or a body pouch, they call them too. This one's got a nice heavy duty cord. This is mine that I've had for a few years. And it's designed to go inside your shirt or, but close to your body where it's not seen. And this, you can put your passport in, you can put your ID in, you can put your credit cards in, you can put your emergency contact phone numbers, copies of everything, all that stuff inside this pouch. If it's under your shirt, a lot of times people won't know you have it. If someone's holding you up with a gun or knife or something like that, don't risk your life if they want to body cavity search you or something. You got to do what you got to do, but that's why you have the backups. Have the copies available someplace else, like in your hotel room in a safe or whatever. Now, when it comes to these pouches, there's all kinds of pouches available. They're not all created equal. The ones I recommend now are the RFID protection pouches, and they have wallets for that too. And what that is your credit cards have chips in them now. They can be read by machines. You just hold it up to the payer and it reads it, right? Well, these criminals have scanners that can scan all your card information by just getting close to you. They can come up close to your wallet, briefcase, purse, things like that. Even if it's here, they can scan through it like this one. So the RFID protection protects your information from those scanners. Now I do have some links down below to a few of these different models that you can take a look at and get yourself when you're traveling. They might also make like waist pouches, things like that. It's just any kind of hidden pouch that you can put your valuable information in. It's not in your pocket. I don't walk around in some foreign city with my wallet in my back pocket. If anything, maybe it's in my front pocket. You can keep cash in this. Everything can go in here that you need that's really super important. Tip number 3, always be aware. I know it sounds simple, right? But you'd be amazed when you're out walking down the city and you see street performers and there's a big crowd of people and you're watching. You don't know if someone's going to bump into you or what. They take your wallet, they pickpocket. There's people that do that for a living. You know, these gypsies. I've seen kids run around just pickpocketing people while they're watching, they're distracted. So you gotta be aware. Never carry your wallets in your back pocket. Put it in your front pocket or get one of these. Women with their purses, the purses are just horrible. You know, put them in a bag. They're you know, in a pack. It's just too much stuff. It's too vulnerable. Be aware of your surroundings. Watch what's going on. When people bump into you all the time, just think, you know, they're probably going to be picking your pocket. I know you shouldn't be scared, but you should be aware that these things happen. If you don't have anything accessible, you're not a target, because there's a lot of other people out there that are not protecting themselves, and they're just easy targets. If I have my backpack and I'm in a crowd, I'll put that to the front of me, where I can watch it, where I can hold on to it if I need to, and also access stuff. And another one, I know this is gonna be so 80s, fanny packs. Now, you don't have to wear it on your fanny. I recommend you get something, there's some stylish ones out there. Get some, and you can pull it around to your front and have your stuff inside there. You have access to it. You also can protect it with your hands. It's not where someone can get to it without them going through you to get to it that way. So protect yourself, be aware of your surroundings, but enjoy it at the same time. Watch your back, as they say. Tip number 4, travel insurance. Yeah, they actually have insurance that can protect your property as well as your health. They have travel health insurance available. But for what we're talking about your property, your money, your credit cards, things like that, camera gear, luggage, clothing, all that stuff. Get travel insurance. It's not very expensive, and it can really save you if you get everything stolen. I've heard tons of horror stories of people getting, you know, luggage stolen, camera gear stolen, everything. Have travel insurance. It protects you for everything when you're traveling. It's just smart. Do it. And now tip number 5. It's actually not a safety tip. It's just travel. Go places. Do things. Just do it. You know, if you can't leave the country, go to another state. Go to another town. Go explore, meet new people. There's so many awesome things to see that you have never seen before. Just be aware, be diligent of your surroundings, but don't be afraid to travel. Traveling is awesome. Like I said before, I've been to 28 countries. I've met people from all over the world. There's nothing like it. It's just an awesome opportunity. Let the adventures begin. Go and do it. And that's it. Hey, thanks again for watching my show. It's The Dave Show. This is a little travel segment that I have. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't and you want to do one of those, hey, at least tell me why, because I'm trying to get better at this and improve my videos for you guys. Let me know what kind of stuff you'd like to see. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I do appreciate that. And share it to those people that you think could benefit from the stuff that I'm telling. Go out, do things, let the adventure begin. Take a look at my other videos. We'll see you next time.